Hey there guys, this is Jamie with Music Production Headquarters, and today we're going to talk a little bit about some Pro Tools preferences that help you with your mixing and editing. Alright, let's jump right into it. I'm going to show you a little bit about some preferences that can definitely help you with your mixing and editing. First, you're going to know where the preferences are, which on Mac, you go to Pro Tools, Preferences, there they are. It's going to bring you into a preference menu, and there's a couple things even on this first menu that I'm going to show you that at least I like. I mean, everyone's got to figure out their own workflow and what they like best, and I'll show you what I like and where they're at so you can go and play with them. First thing I change around, I've always changed since the Pro Tools 7.4, which I was in, is categories manufactured. I changed the organized plugin menus instead of a category manufacturer. I like category and manufacturer, and I'll show what that looks like when I go to insert a plugin. You can see it has the category, EQs, dynamics, reverbs, delays. It also has all the manufacturer's names. So like for example, let's say I'm looking for Trigger and I can't remember where that's at. I can go, oh, I know it's by Slate Digital though. There's Trigger right there. So it's just another quick, easy way to be able to maneuver through your plugins when you're using them. So let's go back into our preferences and move to our next item, which over here on this page, there's one more thing which I definitely like to shift around here in the clip indicator. I like to set that to infinite, and the main reason is so if I overlook a clip, if I overlook what I'm doing on the mix window, I will be able to take a look and see if something's clipped. If it did, I can go back and narrow down to where it clipped and make the adjustments that are needed to create the best quality sounding audio. Over on this section, this is kind of my general settings I use, but feel free to play around with color coding. I will be doing another video very shortly, a little bit more on groups and color coding. So make sure you do like and subscribe to this video if you want to see more videos like that. We'll continue on to our operations. If you do nothing else, I would highly recommend going down to the auto backup. Make sure you're backing up. And I go a little bit overboard. I do literally back up something every minute, and I had the last 20 backups. That might seem a little crazy, but I've had situations where, the power goes out, Pro Tools crashes unexpectedly, any number of things. A hard drive has died on me in the middle of a session, and luckily I had the session backed up somewhere else. But just long story short, you're just going to want to make sure to back up. And I actually did an entire blog post over at Music Production Headquarters that kind of detailed how I back up everything. Definitely encourage you to check that out as well. I'll leave that in the notes below as far as the data backup. But definitely enable this, at least do 5 or 10 backups. You had the last 5 or 10 revisions of what you're doing and backing it up. I do it every minute. And like I said, it might be a little much. Also make sure I'm, at least on the Mac, I know it's Command S to back up everything. Otherwise you can go to File, Save, right there, which I'm in the preferences, so it's not going to let me do it right now, but if I was making changes, I'll just constantly be saving when you make those changes. So we'll head over here. The final thing that I end up adjusting of all these preferences is my fade-ins and fade-outs. I personally like more of this S-curve look versus your standard curve like this. It's a personal preference, and I found that this sounds more natural than what this does. So yeah, I mean, that's really it. I do the same thing with my fade outs, where I like that S curve quite a bit more. Boom. Yeah, I shift that, and I like that kind of that S curve down a lot more than I do just your standard curve. I think it sounds more musical, more natural than everything else. Other than that's really it. That's all the preference I really shift and adjust. Hopefully you like this video. Just quick to the point. If you did like it, do me 2 things. 1, make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. The second thing is go into your URL box and head over to musicproductionheadquarters.com and sign up for the newsletter. It's going to deliver these videos and also my blog post directly to your email. No spam, no issues, nothing of that nature. I also will be sending exclusive tips and tricks and some exclusive multi-track sessions just for you just for my subscribers to my email list. Thank you again for listening. This is Jamie at Music Production Headquarters signing out.